Picture this, a picturesque house, nestled in the heart of a quiet town with an air of tranquil charm. A family of four, the Johnsons, move into their newly acquired home, unaware of the secrets it holds. A wave of exhilaration washes over them as they cross the threshold into their new abode, their eyes sparkling with anticipation and joy. Their days now brim with the thrill of exploration and discovery. Each room they uncover, each corner they explore, is a new chapter in their unfolding adventure. Their laughter echoes through the hallways, their voices filling the once empty spaces with life and warmth. In the midst of their exploration, they come across a peculiar sight, a lone door in the basement, seemingly leading to nowhere. A sense of intrigue envelops them. What could be behind this door? A forgotten storage room, perhaps? Or something more? As the Johnsons stood before the ominous door in the basement, they wondered what could possibly lie behind it. With a sense of adventure, the family decides to explore further. Little did they know, they were about to discover a room that was not listed in the house's blueprints. The Johnsons, a family with a knack for discovery, stumbled upon a hidden room in the basement of their new home. This was no ordinary room. It was barren, save for a single mirror hanging ominously on the wall. The room seemed to exude an inexplicable chill, a stark contrast to the warmth of the rest of the house. It was as if the room was detached from the reality of the house, existing in its own eerie dimension. As they ventured further into the room, they could not help but feel an unsettling sense of unease. As they walked, their footsteps echoed in the empty room, bouncing off the walls, creating an eerie symphony of echoes that filled the air. The room was shrouded in a strange kind of silence, a silence that seemed to hum with a hidden energy, a silence that seemed to whisper secrets from the past. As days turned into weeks, the room started to exhibit strange phenomena. Objects would inexplicably move on their own, as if guided by an unseen hand. The mirror, the room's only furnishing, would sometimes fog up, even though the room was devoid of any heat or moisture. Eerie noises like whispers and soft laughter seemed to emanate from the room at the oddest hours, sending chills down the spine of anyone who heard them. The once adventurous Johnsons were now filled with a sense of dread. The room had become an enigma, a puzzle that they were unable to solve. It was as if the room was alive, watching them, waiting for something. The family was left questioning everything. As the days passed, the room seemed to take on a life of its own. The Johnsons began to question, was it just their imagination, or was there something more sinister at play? The room remained a mystery, a haunting presence in the otherwise happy home, a secret chamber holding onto its secrets with a stubborn silence. Unable to ignore the bizarre occurrences, the Johnsons decided to investigate the history of the house. Their journey for truth became more of an obsession, a puzzle that needed solving, a riddle that required unraveling. They began by reaching out to the previous inhabitants. The Smiths, a quiet couple who had lived there 2 decades before, spoke of chilling accounts. They too had stumbled upon the hidden room and encountered the inexplicable. Shadows that danced without a source, whispers that echoed without a voice. Yet they had no explanation, no understanding of the room's eerie presence. Then came the Thompsons, the family who had resided in the house during the late 70s. They had a similar tale to tell, of strange sounds in the dead of the night, of objects moving on their own. But like the Smiths, they too were left baffled by the room's sinister aura. The Johnsons even delved further into the past, unearthing stories from the original owners. The Harrisons, who had built the house in the early 1900s, were said to have conducted seances in the hidden room. Even they, however, could not establish the root cause of the strange phenomena, merely speculating it to be some sort of supernatural presence. The Johnsons researched extensively, pored over old newspapers, city records, and even consulted paranormal experts. They discovered a pattern, a recurring theme of inexplicable events tied to the hidden room. Yet the more they uncovered, the more elusive the truth became. Every lead seemed to circle back to the same haunting uncertainty. Was it a ghost, a curse, or merely their imagination playing tricks on them? The concrete explanation they sought remained as hidden as the room itself. It was like trying to grasp at smoke, tangible yet intangible, present yet elusive. Despite their search, the mystery of the hidden room remained unsolved. The Johnsons were left with more questions than answers, forever wondering what lurked within the walls of their new home.